Sue London here, your favorite grumpy half-orc who also writes romance. That means for all you Ted Lasso fans out there, I'm the resident asshole with a soft side, and that makes me the team's Roy fucking Kent. So buy my fucking books at buysuelondon.com. Grrr.
Hey y'all, I'm Misty Massey. I play the cheerful, sun-drenched cleric Malibu. In real life, I write the Mad Kestrel series of fantasy adventures on the high seas, and I'm an acquisitions editor for Lore Seekers Press. You can keep up with me on my website, mistymassey.com, or on Facebook and Twitter.
Hi, I'm Melissa MacArthur. I play Polly, the lovable, huggable, totally adorable country music bard. And in real life, I'm the associate publisher at Falstaff Books, and you can find me at falstaffbooks.com.
Hi there, I'm John Hartness, and I am, as always, Fandingo the Fantastical, the one true bard of the one true genre, rock and fucking roll. In real life, I am the publisher of Falstaff Books, and I write a few things, including the Quincy Harker Demon Hunter series, Bubba the Monster Hunter, and the Black Knight Chronicles, so look me up at falstaffbooks.com and buy all my stuff.
Hello, internets. It's your friend Emily. I play Claudia, the rogue who feels naked without her layers and her bear hat. In real life, I write under the name E.M. Kaplan, including the Josie Tucker Mysteries, the forthcoming virtual vigilante series from Falstaff Books, and I've also written the Fandingo the Fantastical origin story with John, and the second Brandon Thighmaster book with Steve. You can find me at justthemwords.com.
I guess that leaves me. I happen to be R.E. Carr. You know, the admiral of this asshole armada. You may have noticed I wasn't around recently, and apparently all my players had a collective hallucination at some place called Authors and Dragons Con. When I am not
That wasn't you?
Cats, sorry, that was Rachel Cardboard. She stood in for me. When I am not hurting these cats, as you can tell I'm very successful at, I can be found at racheleccarr.com because Rachel Carr writes vegan cookbooks, and that's me. No wait, that's not me. Oh my god, I'm having an identity crisis all because I missed one game. What will I do? Oh, maybe I'll write more of the False Icon series with Rick Gualtieri, otherwise known as Silas Kane. Or maybe I'll keep working on The Accidental Summoner, a little surprise coming out on Falstaff Books, if I ever finish it. But enough about me. Let's get back to the saucy family drama that we have been witnessing. While everyone has a brief moment of fugue where they feel like they were in a faraway land with talking animals and random singing and lots of flowers, you are immediately brought back to a land full of lots of flowers, and there may be talking animals, and yeah, I end up singing every game, so let's see what we can do here. When last we left our intrepid adventurers, there may have been a big confession. Polly, what did you say again?
I said to Fandingo, "You're my daddy."
To which the response... Exactly!
The fuck?
Dun dun dun!
Now look, Blondie, this is not the first time I've had a woman call me Poppy, but we just met, and usually it takes at least, I don't know, 2 drinks in 15 minutes for this to happen. By the way, is there a bar around here? Because I'll provide the 2 drinks.
Poor mama, just 15 minutes?
Well, that's how long it takes to get started.
How many? Everyone make a Constitution save to avoid retching at that thought, please. Except for Fandingo and Polly. Polly's fine. This doesn't faze her one bit. I'm worried.
Claudia rolls a 13.
Claudia, you're a bit. Yeah. This is apparently a half-orc thing, Elizabeth. Hey, you're okay. Malibu, you're okay. Weirdly enough, only Claudia is grossed out by this, and that shatters my perception of reality. You feel slightly queasy, Claudia.
I'm squicked out, man.
Yep. Alright, well, And in case anyone wondered, a giant 7-foot tall badger in a wife beater has just grabbed hold of Elitas, and the two of them vanish in a puff of smoke.
What the?
Did anybody else see?
Was that my badger?
Can't
No,
be.
unless your badger had the fashion sense of an 80s villain. No. Or stood bipedal. Or was over 2 meters tall.
Not that I know of, but Honey's done some crazy things.
Honey actually goes, "Rrr."
I mean,
That
did Ella look upset? Do we need to go rescue her, or is she going to be okay?
Well, Ella gave off an eye roll of surprise, but it happened so quickly there was nothing she could do. Literally, it just went poof, and now there's just
And you're sure it was a badger, not a beaver?
no, that was a badger. Trust me, I know beaver when I see it.
I mean, is anyone else a badger versus beaver expert?
Not me.
Elizabeth probably is.
Well, I am a ranger,
And you have a badger.
and
And a beaver.
who I never sex properly, so it's very possible I don't know them as well as I think I do.
All right.
It just went
Yeah,
poof,
that's a thing.
and there's little.
There's my animal handling. I rolled a 20. Hopefully, I can identify the difference between.
You've never seen a creature quite like it, but it definitely had badger features and not beaver features.
You can identify them by those.
Yeah,
two big
the
front teeth.
stripe, the white and black striping was definitely badger-like, and there wasn't a big paddly tail and a faint smell of expensive perfume.
All right, so it sounds like this is something we need to put a pin in until we figure out this paternity issue. Are you guys okay with that?
Yes.
Okay.
Literally, your friend just vanished, like
So,
was
yeah, you know, one
enveloped.
of our-
Think Beastmaster, the big things with the arms that just grab people. Like, it was grabbed by a giant badger in a wife beater, and she vanished, leaving behind. I don't know. Can you see the sparkles, everyone?
We can see the sparkles.
Yep.
Yep.
She was grabbed and vanished by a strange animal, but we have more important issues. Polly's daddy. I just love it.
Oh,
Exactly.
I mean,
Where else would I have gotten this fabulous hair?
Oh, this is a very good point.
that's a good point.
Wait, he doesn't have a rack.
Oh, I have been.
Ew.
oh.
That's Malibu.
DM should not comment.
Well, I mean, I didn't know she was my kid when I started ogling her, and, I figured it'd be bad for her self-esteem if I stopped.
That is very true.
I'm helping. And have we met? How do we know? Are you, like, being literal?
Yeah. My mama told me when I was just a wee little thing about this bard. He was like a rock and roll star. And he came to town just playing, singing, doing all kinds of things. Made her think of that Elvis guy a little bit, but like rock and roll.
Look, Elvis was rock and roll for his time.
And she told me, no, this put Elvis's rock and roll to shame, Mama said.
Oh, yeah, that's
Just to
me.
clarify, we mean Elvis,
And
the
she told
half-orc
me.
bard of the North.
Of course. Who else?
Yeah,
Exactly.
of course.
Yeah, no, that's me. I crushed that guy. Huh.
Yeah, that's what Mama said. And she said that she had this relationship. It was a very brief, fleeting summer night.
Not
And
so
it was a
brief.
fan-
I mean,
I don't think there were briefs involved, actually.
no, definitely not.
And she told me his name was Fandingo, the Fantastical.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And 9 months later, my cute little self. It just came right out of that.
No, it is currently midsummer.
So, at some point in the past, I banged your mom.
Are you
But-
surprised?
Oh, no. Well, I mean, I haven't met your mom. Is she cute? I have standards.
Yeah.
All right, then. No, I'm not surprised. So, So you're off the table.
So how old are you anyway?
Look at him, Polly.
Okay, 1, that's not polite. 2, I'm an elf, half elf. And 3, I'm real bad at math. So old enough to know better, but still young enough to try.
Does anybody else have the Carpenter song Superstar in their head now?
Think more like Bad Company, 1 guitar.
What is this coming toward us?
It's a goat.
Shh!
Yes.
Everybody,
There is a happy little goat
Oh, God.
nobody talk!
Hide! Hide!
springing through the village. Stops and looks at Fandingo suggestively.
Fuck. This village is full of X's.
Malibu's looking at the sky going, I see nothing, I see nothing.
Y'all, that ain't my mama. Don't worry.
Of course it's not. There was nothing there. I saw nothing.
Wait, where's it going? Come back.
Are you chasing the goat?
You're following the goat.
No, I mean, I got enough of my history divulging itself right here in the town square. We don't need any more. The goat can go.
Yeah, the goat did actually stop pointedly at Fandingo and give the goat equivalent of bedroom eyes, which strangely you would recognize Elizabeth as a ranger, not as a goat shagger. But I don't judge either way.
I mean,
Understandable.
it was cold. The goat and I were both drunk.
We don't talk about the goat.
No,
I like this rule.
Claudia doesn't currently have a hat right now, and she's not looking to kill the goat necessarily, but she is checking it out to see if it's wounded or old in any way.
No, it is a young, very healthy female goat.
Damn it.
It does have very shaggy fur if you have the shearing, spinning, and knitting proficiencies.
You could probably let a Fandingo the Freaktastical over here take care of it for you.
Yeah, not right now. There seem to be a lot better options. Just saying. And it's not cold. Like I said, standards.
All right.
Not like some people just spreading my seed indiscriminately all over anything that'll stand still.
Isn't that literally your mission statement?
Yeah, okay, you got me. Yeah, that is kind of...
So yeah.
Well, sometimes when you plant seeds, things grow.
Sometimes when you plant seeds, things grow quite large. So, is your mom around? Because worked once. Might be good to pay mom a visit.
Thought I saw her earlier.
Was that horrible?
She didn't.
Was that
really...
that horrible yodeling we heard? No offense.
I think it was. I did not get my gift of singing from Mama.
that horrible yodeling. No offense.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Are those heart sparkles?
No, they're circle sparkles.
Oh, they look like a heart to me. Has perhaps anyone seen the Meles Ek Machina?
Is it a beaver?
Oh no,
Is it a goat?
It is a giant badger, very evil and terrorizes our village from time to time.
If we say yes, do we have to hunt it down, kill it, and save your village from it?
We have.
Because if that's the case, then no.
Oh.
Where does it take people?
Oh well. I shall go then and seek out other brave adventurers. Tally-ho!
Where does it take people?
Sacred places, dangerous places, places for which people never return, including my dear sweet father. He was known as the greatest turtle adventurer of all time. Why, I remember when I was just a wee little shellling. Oh,
dear.
The breeze was warm and it was soft in my nest. What was I saying again? Oh, yes.
I don't know. I stopped listening.
You finished. It was a great story. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Be well then. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Is her shell loose at all?
His shell, you can't really see it because he's wearing a robe and carrying a bunch of books. And has a monocle, like most turtles do.
Claudia, he's pretty old.
Hmm.
You should put him out of his misery.
Yeah.
Take that shell. for
Make a
yourself.
nice hat.
Sure would.
Yes. Are you, perhaps, have you seen the Melos Ex Machina?
Maybe?
It's a very dangerous creature. It can teleport, and it steals the most valuable prizes. It's said to have stolen a great many things, including my Uncle Jerry's, what was it? Oh, his false teeth. I don't know why he took false teeth. Maybe it was because they were made of gold, but probably because they were very useful. Oh, well, I must get going. I must find brave adventurers to go to dangerous places where you'll most certainly die. Oh, that, or maybe I was supposed to get ready for the singing competition. I know of a Tortuga yodeler who has been known to wake the dead with his song. That is how inspiring he is.
Uh-huh.
I have the sinking suspicion that Turtle Boy means that literally.
Feeling like, adventuring into certain death has a certain appeal.
Did I mention this town also has 16 bars?
Well, if you...
That was for Fandingo. No,
bars,
And I've
I
only
can
been to
think
one of them?
I don't think we've been to any of them yet.
no. That was a Fandingo note as to maybe why he actually came to this village, and possibly there was a girl involved, or a boy,
Or a goat.
or a goat,
Or a boy. Or a goat.
or
You're so bad.
there's talk of a 7-foot-tall, incredibly virile were-badger.
Not interested.
Okay, we now know his standards.
But there's a singing competition.
There is a singing competition.
So is this a bar?
Which one? That? The big house? Yes, that is the main bar of the village. What's the party doing?
Where's the singing competition happening?
Somewhere in this town. No one's actually gotten any details because people keep saying things and making people run off.
Are there any
Are there any
flyers?
Yeah, are there any people near us?
Yeah, or any flyers or anything posted?
Oh, flyers! Very good. Yes, you do see some flyers for the 10th annual Billy's Hills Rip Rollickin' Singing Competition.
Polly, you should enter.
I don't know.
You haven't
It wouldn't be very difficult competition.
But you haven't
I
gotten
don't want
to
to break their spirit.
But you haven't gotten to play and sing in a long time.
Why haven't you been able to sing?
Oh, we've been in this stupid town that doesn't like bards.
What kind of shithole doesn't like bards?
I know. I was gonna pull out my instruments and start playing this terribly sad song because I'd lost my kitty, and they just made me put them away. It was very traumatic.
Okay, so Fandingo looks at the other members of the party. How much of that was euphemism and how much of that was just her?
That was straight up. She lost a 4-legged feline creature. And she was very sad.
I mean, I've been sad every time I've lost that too, but yeah. So you haven't played music in a while?
I did play music in this one little bar, and it was great. It was so fantastic. I had all of these like orcs, and they were dancing with me, and we were on the bar, and it was totally like this just wonderful experience.
Weren't they hobgoblins?
All right, so you got orcs to dance on a bar and you think some podunk singing competition's going to be a problem for you? Come on. Thought you said you were my kid.
Oh, I said it wouldn't be a problem.
All righty then.
I don't want to break their spirits.
The hell
You
don't.
won't.
Why do you think they have spirits? For us to crush.
For us to drink.
Is there any prize money?
Ah, yes. There is a 100 gold prize and one of the village goats.
Oh, we should do a duet.
Polly, please.
By the way, has anyone seen Elizabeth? She seems to have wandered off to get a beverage.
One my turn
There is
to
a
watch it.
large bar.
I don't even know who she is.
She knows what she wants.
Yeah,
got a badger.
she's a
She's
grown-up. We'll find her.
Okay, well, I guess let's go find out where we enter this thing.
Yay.
That was Honey running off in the direction of the large tavern and Elizabeth.
Because, of course, she left her badger behind again.
Not for nothing, but usually large bars are places where you can find out where singing competitions happen.
All right, Daddy-O, let's go.
All right, let's rock and roll.
Take 1 second, because you guys actually left a map for a change.
I was sitting here thinking, this would be the time that we actually transition onto a map, onto one of the two maps into one of the two buildings that Rachel hasn't mapped. That would be
of course it would, because that would be just fun, wouldn't it?
Yep.
It's just the way games go.
So, any other things you want to talk about while I load up the map?
I'll wave my friends
really?
over. Come on in. It's a nice big bar.
Woohoo!
It's a very nice big bar. It's definitely a very familiar looking bar. I'm not saying that I would ever, use the same bar or anything.
Well, there's just this one contractor, and he just keeps building the same bar
Yeah,
over and over.
Yeah. Limited sets of blueprints in this world.
I run
are
over
you
to
gonna
Claudia and say, Claudia, look! There's Elizabeth.
Wonder if they need any waitresses in this bar. I got skills now.
What are you
Are you
wearing?
still wearing your uniform? Yeah.
No, I got stripped of all my layers and my hat. I'm feeling, yeah.
That's
That
pretty
turtle
sexy
had a
about the
pretty,
hat.
yeah, that turtle had a nice shell though. I could make like one of those rice patty hats.
All right, let me know when you can actually see this completely different bar that is nothing like the other one.
I see the completely different bar that is nothing like the other one.
I see it. It feels like
oh,
home.
good. Yeah, it really does. Everyone feel comfy?
I don't see Fandingo. Oh wait, there he is. Never mind.
He's by the door.
Got it.
Polly is going to scream and go run and try to get to the kitty.
Well then, you know what that means. If you're actually going to attempt to attack something that doesn't want
I'm
to...
not attacking it. I'm going to try to catch it and pet it and love it and hug it and call it my own.
It's a love attack.
Nothing like attacks at all.
The animal may feel differently. So you know what that means, everybody. There's only one thing left to do.
Drink.
Roll for initiative. And don't forget to click your damn tokens first. I'm lazy and don't want to have to drag your ass in there.
Polly rolled a 20.
Claudia rolls 19.
This is for
Oh
you.
no, but Fandingo rolls a 19.
Damn.
I'm going to go get the kitty.
Okay, Polly, you are actually up first.
Here, kitty, kitty. You're such a pretty kitty.
Oh,
Hi,
dear.
kitty. Look at your gorgeous green eyes. What's your name?
Does this cat speak English? Make it animal handling and or attack, whichever one you're doing. Yeah, you actually manage to not terrify it. It kind of, arches its back, looks at you, and then starts twining around your legs.
Oh, precious.
Okay, we've lost Polly for the...
Is there anything else
Look
you'd like
at
to do
you.
on your turn?
Nope. Just gonna hang out with the kitty. If I can find the little button that ends turn, I'll click it.
Okay, Fandingo, it's your turn. You have just seen this strange girl who claims to be your daughter, run off and play with Pussy.
That tracks. I'll go over and talk to the barmaid. Hello.
Hi.
So, I understand there's a singing competition taking place.
Oh, it's not just singing, it's all forms of musical expression. Billy Hills loves music above all else. Our mayor, he's a huge fan of all things Bard.
As it should
And his
be.
wife, too.
He's a fan of his wife? Well, that makes sense.
No, his wife is a fan of the music, too.
Well, like I said, as it should be. So, where does it happen? how do we enter, and who's the stiffest competition that I need to murder before we start?
You're just being funny, right? You wouldn't actually murder anyone, would you?
Of course not. I'm totally joking.
Oh, phew. Well, I'm not exactly sure. I haven't seen all the sign-ups, but usually Guthrie wins every year.
Guthrie.
Yeah.
Woody or Arlo?
No, he's Guthrie the gnome.
Okay, well,
He
sometimes...
sings the most sweet and earnest, plaintive folk tunes from the bowels of where they come from. It's just lovely. And he has a full orchestra.
Yeah.
And a mule.
Oh, okay, the mule could be a problem. Where do we sign up? And what are you doing when you get off your shift?
Oh, I thought you'd never ask. Well, you just could have to visit the mayor or his wife. He should be in his house, or sometimes he's making the rounds. I think he's gonna stop by in a little bit. He said he was having some trouble with his daughters. They might know where he is. They came by a little while ago. They were kind of in a huff and arguing, but that's, normal.
So, I need to pay a visit to the mayor's daughters, huh?
Well, yeah, but
sacrifices I make for my art.
I'd be really careful. Bella, she runs the security for the event, and she is not one to trifle with. She's the only person to have ever fought the Melisex Machina. And lived.
That means she just had never been properly trifled.
Oh my.
No, maybe yours later.
So you really want to see me later?
Absolutely.
I'll give you a hint. If you want to make Bella a little more, how can I put it, eager to listen to you, there's a certain chocolate that she loves. Just if you get the extra special snozzleberry truffles from the guy down the street, she can't resist them. Then again, no one here can.
Alrighty then. Looks like I'm gonna need to go chocolate shopping.
Oh, just be careful not to get the extra snozzleberries, if you know what I mean.
I have no idea what you mean.
Oh, I have to help some other customers. I'll be back.
No, I've successfully seduced the barmaid and gathered information about the ongoing plot. This is like 3 episodes worth of Authors and Dragons progress.
All right. Claudia Baer-Liebhauber.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, she's been sitting there at the edge of the bar as well. Did she manage to overhear any of this?
Roll a perception check. I don't think... Were you being extra subtle, Fandingo, or were you just talking in normal bedroom voice?
I have been called a lot of things in my life, but subtle is not one of them.
Claudia rolls a 22.
Oh my god, you heard every nuance of everything.
Excellent. And is the barmaid wearing a hat by any chance?
No, the barmaid is not wearing a hat.
Okay, Claudia's not interested in her at all. But this Bella person that she mentioned, did we see her earlier? Was she wearing, like...
I think we did.
Armor?
Yes, armor.
Okay.
She was a paladin-y sort. Well, sorry. Spoiler alert. She was a very self-righteous sort in armor with a hammer that glowed periodically. We don't judge.
Did she have a hat?
Yes, she did.
Okay.
She had kind of one of those, like, winged helmet, headbandy type numbers.
Okay. So Claudia's going to go over to Fandingo and say, this Bella chick. Bella chick. I believe she's
You got it.
I believe she's a virgin. And she's going to be, grade A prey to hunt down. That's my opinion. We need to find her.
So you're saying you want to be my wingman or you want to be the pivot man? I'm not sure which position you're applying for, but I'm down either way.
I don't care, but I kind of want the hat.
Deal. We'll get you the
Awesome.
hat. I mean,
Excellent.
do you know where
All
the
right.
chick might have gone? Oh, wait, what's her name said she had come by. Did I even ask that bartender's name? Nah, what?
No, you did not.
You did not.
It's all right.
I don't.
Did we find out where
At
this...
least I asked the kitty's name.
Did we find out where the competition is?
No.
I forgot about that part.
I figured we'd sign up and then somebody would tell us where to go. Usually
Okay.
about the morning after I arrive at any town, somebody tells me where to go.
All right. Is there anything around us that might be valuable? Claudia wants to know.
Just the dignity of so many who have come before.
All right. That's worthless. Claudia is going to wait to see where everybody's headed and then tag along.
Okay, Malibu, it's your turn then.
Malibu has been sitting on her bar stool, utterly engrossed in whatever the hell Fandingo and Claudia have been doing because it's so far out of her experience. She's just like, what are they talking about? This is bizarre. So she's been fascinated. But she'll turn and ask was I close enough to hear when the girl was talking to Fandingo about how to sign up for the show?
Make a perception check. It won't be difficult because nobody was trying to be subtle or hide anything.
Right.
Yeah, you heard the most part. You may have missed some nuances and some innuendos, but that's probably a good thing.
Okay. Then I'll tell the bartender that I want a drink. And what does the mayor look like so we'll know when he comes in so we can sign up?
Oh, well, he is a rather short fellow, almost always snazzy. He's got really floofy hair, the color of golden wheat, and he wears this amazing scarf that flutters in the wind. He's just dreamy, and he only comes up to waist height. He's perfect. Oh, I'm sorry. What did you want to drink?
What you got?
Well, we have beer, ale, stout, porter, more beer.
Cider?
I've got some cider.
Hit me with the cider, hun. That's what we want.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay. But it came from this northern kingdom that's famous for some extra additives. Just, well, I warned you. And
You
she
warned
pours
me.
a drink and sets it in front of you.
Awesome. And I will take a slug.
Whew! That will put hair on your chest if you are into that sort of thing.
Ooh, then I'll turn to Elizabete, who is, I imagine, drinking next to me, and go, order this. And then I'm done.
I'll take 2. They're small.
That's what I said about halfling twins once. I was in traction for a week.
And then I'm done. That's enough.
Ciders appear.
Okay, those are ciders. I thought they were little mice.
Ew.
Anything else you'd like to do, Miss Malibu?
Nope. I'm gonna be here drinking my
It's
drink.
very strong. Are you drinking slowly or quickly?
I'm drinking slowly. I don't want to get completely wasted before I hear Polly sing.
Brave woman.
Yeah.
Elizabete! They've got drinks made for half-work constitutions.
I was going to take 2 of the other one because she said it was going to be so good.
Oh, you would like 2 drinks?
Of the cider.
Yes. There you go. Real-time, exciting GM action. You have 2 drinks now.
Awesome.
It's like, wow, you're brave. Just, letting you know that the room is 10 silver a night. 20 if you want one of the deluxe rooms.
What's in a deluxe room?
It smells better. It means we don't reuse the hay from the stables in the beds.
Oh. Ugh.
We have a very, our mayor established a green initiative for our town. It kind of makes some people green, but it saves money and resources.
Okay.
Hey, what's that thing in the corner of the bar where Honey is? Is that a stage?
That is a big warm hearth,
Ew.
which Honey is currently rolling in a little ball and enjoying the fire from. And not eating anything, so which to cause flatulence.
And we are all in great appreciation of that.
Especially the cat, who's kind of staring at Honey suspiciously, like, what is this furry thing? Is there anything else you'd like to do, Elizabeth?
Just waiting to see if the cider does anything.
Make a constitution check, please.
Uh-oh.
Whoa! You can see Russia from your house, and you're not even in this plane of existence.
You gotta slow
This,
down.
Yeah, this is hitting me a little harder than I expected.
This is like, oh yeah. And as a matter of fact, he's like, everything feels hazy and warm, and you feel great love in your heart. Just don't make any smart decisions for the next 5 to 10 rounds. You know it's good for you.
I start asking Malibu how she's doing.
Hey,
Malibu.
what?
How you doing?
I'm good.
I think I'm good too.
You feel great.
Malibu tips her head over onto Elizabeth's shoulder and says, "Love you."
Fandingo, roll for a stiffy.
There's no need to roll for that. It's a given.
I said, this is more women than you've seen that you didn't have to pay for, and,
Years.
Yeah.
Look, I've been traveling with a celibate monk and the human leg closer Silas Kane for years.
And suddenly you're surrounded by lovely ladies.
It's like carrying a chastity belt that everyone around me puts on just every time Silas opens his mouth.
Is Fandingo saying all this about Silas out loud, or is this John talking?
Yes.
Which one?
Yes.
Are we having a monologue moment?
Absolutely.
Please.
Because if
Express thyself, Fandingo, upon seeing thy softcore lesbian action.
This is the greatest.
Super soft.
This is the greatest thing I've seen in years. I mean, you just don't understand. Traveling with Silas it's like dragging a vow of celibacy along in my wake. It's a cloud of celibacy. It's the human panty raiser.
Silas Kane? You know Silas Kane. You do know Silas Kane.
Yeah, I know Silas Kane.
He is a bad person.
You are not wrong.
I know.
You should make out with your friend in protest of his very existence.
You're so silly. No, I need to go beat Silas Kane in the head with a stick.
After you make out with your friend. Priorities. Because that's good for a lot of people. I mean, okay, beating Silas in the head with a stick is also good for a lot of people.
I think so. That's what I'm doing this for. I'm trying to hunt him down.
Your friend?
No. That's why I'm adventuring. So I can find Silas Kane and beat him in the head with a stick.
I love this quest. This is the greatest thing ever. Next thing you know,
Awesome.
Somebody's going to say that they're going to cut off Klaus's wang.
Oh, I don't care about him.
I don't either, but I'm tired of looking at his junk. Surprisingly large for his stature.
Does he?
Polly,
Yeah,
do you have
really?
anything to add to this?
Polly is still pretty enamored with the cat, but she would like to speak to the bartender.
Okay, let's have a wisdom save to see if you can disengage from a fluffy pussy wrapping around your legs. Yes, you can. You can multitask and both not solely focus on a cat and speak to the barmaid. Would you like something, honey?
Oh, my little butter biscuit. Could you tell me what this kitty cat's name is?
Biscuit.
Biscuit. That's the best name for a little kitty. Oh. And Polly's going to just kind of lean down, pet the kitty on the head.
He's just gotten over mange. I don't think it's contagious anymore.
Oh, sweet thing's been sick. Oh, well, I guess he'll just need some extra love. Do you have a cup of cream for him?
He's lactose intolerant, like most animals.
Oh, what about a fish? Do you have any fish?
Well, only for the drink of all drinks.
Oh, and what is this?
The ogre crusher, but nobody can handle that. I mean, I'd have to open up a whole tin of sardines, of which Biscuit immediately perks up, but nobody can actually handle this drink. I mean, it's not...
I'll take one.
Okay. How many servings should I make up? It's a bowl that is generally used to flatten armies. Are you sure to serve 3 or 3 of the bowls?
3 of the bowls.
They are 1 gold piece each due to the exotic paint thinner from the Drow Kingdom that has to go in it.
Ew.
Oh, well, I suppose I'll just take 1 then.
Okay.
Me and Biscuit can share.
I would only give Biscuit.
That's fine.
It will take a few moments to prepare, and a slight crew of assistants. I'll be right back.
But I want to go too. Polly wants to go after them.
The door is shut in your face.
Oh.
Polly's gonna cry.
We'll be right back.
Hey, Roguelet, she left the cash register unattended.
She did, actually.
Nice.
I'm not a thief. I'm just an enabler.
Can I?
Okay, Polly, while you have ordered a drink, we're up to Fandingo's turn. What are you doing?
Hey, Roguelet, she left the cash register unattended. I'll keep a lookout and kind of block the door while you get us paid.
Alrighty.
So then Fandingo will wander over towards the door, lean with his back against it. I'm assuming
Next
that
to
it
your daughter.
I'm assuming that it opens into the main body of the bar.
It's a swinging door. It opens both.
Oh, well, I mean, who doesn't?
He just fell into the kitchen.
But it is locked.
Well, no, Polly's blocking the door. She's
So yeah, I just distract Polly. Here, I'll bring out my loot and I'll show you some new fingering. And for once, that's really what I mean. Because, standards.
We finally found them.
Polly's gonna be very very interested and want to see.
Yeah.
Yes, show me the fingering.
Just don't move. Stand right there. And now I'll give a wink to Claudia.
I think that's your turn, Claudia.
Okay. Claudia will give him a thumbs up, double thumbs up back, and drape herself over the bar and see if there's any money to grab.
There is a locked drawer.
A locked drawer? Do I have any skills that would open a locked drawer?
Don't know. Please, as an actual... Hold on. This might be a first for the Authors of Dragons podcast. Would a rogue like to pick a lock?
Do you have the lock-picking tools?
Do I do that kind of thing?
Do it.
I don't know.
Do it.
We've advanced the plot and moved to another map, and people are asking questions. I don't know how to handle this.
It's crazy pants in here.
We should have had the bar have White Claws.
I really am trying to remember if Klaus has ever picked the lock.
I'm pretty sure he has
I've
not.
listened to a lot of episodes. This is a negative, sir.
I know he's checked some traps with his face.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I know he's checked for traps. He even checked for traps once without his face. After he checked.
But we are in the present, young people.
Claudia, I have thieves' tools.
Yeah, I have thieves' tools.
Could we please have an actual, like, lockpicking thing?
I don't know why I have thieves' tools.
Because we're friends.
Because sometimes your badger needs a little help, if you know what I mean.
No, I don't know what that means at all.
It's better that you don't, then.
Oh, wait a minute, I do.
Yes.
Goat thing.
Yeah, he's a pooter. He's a known, infamous pooter.
He's a magic pooter.
Yes, your damn thieves.
All right. Do I need to roll something?
Just click on the thieves' tools.
Just click on
okay.
the thieves tool.
All right.
It should work. And if it doesn't work, oh god, roll a d20 and we'll figure that shit out.
Attribute. Okay, hold on a second. What attribute do I want
Click
to
on
use?
the actual
Dex.
word thieves' tools.
Yeah. And then it'll say, what attribute do I want to use?
You would like to use dexterity, please.
Okay.
And I'm giving you advantage because you actually have a wingman. So, oh my god, yeah, it's like, ting.
This is a group effort.
Yeah, this is definitely a group effort. It's a group thing. You slide that thing in with confidence that your lucky Fandango did not witness because, dear lord, a thief just used their actual tools and opened something to steal something.
Is there anything in there?
There is some money. There is a note. There is a dagger that looks like it may be designed should people not pay. And there seems to be a small, like, token or trinket of fabric, like just a little scrap of cloth.
Is it enough to be a hat?
Ooh.
For maybe a mouse
Oh.
or a kitten.
All right, I'm going to sweep all that into my bag. I'll
You're
split
literally
it up.
going to take the entire bar's taking?
Yeah. And I'll split it with my friends as soon as we get out of this place.
Do you
But
take the
maybe-
knife?
Yeah, heck yeah.
So you literally take everything. The note, the knife, the
Yes.
scrap of fabric. Okay. Roll a sleight of hand, or no, stealth. I just want to see how quietly you do this.
Alrighty. Let's see, stealth 18.
Very quietly. Like, this is an actual competent rogue. I don't know what to do with a competent rogue. Damn it! Okay. Yes, you have taken about 11 gold pieces and 100 silver and a bunch of copper. I'm not counting that shit out.
Nice.
But it's
All
kind
right.
of big. Like, have you got a sack for this?
Alright, fine. I'll go over to Fandingo because I'm positive he has a sack.
It's probably the only one in the party who does.
But is it the kind that can hold anything?
Can confirm. Have a sack.
I'll split it with him.
I'll hang on to the silver because it's bulkier.
I see you've got the gold. Yeah, there's some random copper. I don't care if you take that or not. Does anyone look at the note or the dagger closer?
I will give the note to Malibu as I'm walking by.
I'll do a knowledge arcana check on the dagger.
Oh, let's see it.
That's an 11.
It's a dagger.
Yep.
It's a dagger.
Nice dagger. Nothing
It is
special.
nice. No, it's very well polished. The metal's a little, maybe. You didn't pay attention. The chick that was teaching that class was not hot.
Might have even been a dude who wasn't hot. Either way.
Okay, we don't judge.
Well, since he stopped teaching me the fingering, can I do an Arcana check too?
Only if he shows you the knife.
So, this is how you do an arcana check. You stare at something, and you try to think back to when you were trained for, like, magical stuff. So here, you try.
Okay.
It's like parental bonding. It's so wholesome.
I'm not tying her up. Jeez.
It's a nice knife. It's definitely a
This
knife.
is
No.
really pretty.
That's bondage. She said bonding.
I always get those confused.
I know, honey.
Thanks, Dad.
Okay,
All
let's
right,
not
Claudia.
ever use that D word. You can just call me Fandingo or Mr. Fantastical, either way, but not that other thing.
Okay, Paul.
Malibu.
Yes.
Claudia passed you a note in class.
Am I still sober enough to be able to read?
Make a constitution check. Yes,
Oh,
Yes.
awesome. Then
but I will have to translate it into drunk for you.
Okay.
Oh, dearest Lisa, my love for you burns. It's all like gushy and happy, and he's got sunburn. Or is it burns like the sun?
Aw,
So sweet.
This is the sweetest little note, y'all. It's a lovey-dovey note.
But I'm looking for a little more excitement. Maybe if we could find a third, we could finally be together. Signed B.
Ooh,
Is she reading this out loud or just to herself?
hell yeah. I'm reading it
Oh,
out
you're
loud.
reading it out loud?
Yeah, of course. I'm tipped over
There's
on
also a
I'm tipped over on Elizabete and I'm reading it out loud, so but the whole room can hear, not just to her.
Are you going to read it loud enough that the person who you stole it from, who's just... Actually, no good decisions come
I
while
didn't
drunk.
steal it. Somebody handed it to me.
Maybe she found it on the bar. I don't know.
It just appeared in my hands when I was trying to
Damn
drink
it.
my drink.
So far, there has been no change. There's a lot of clattering in the kitchen. Lots of sounds. Maybe a scream? Like, not like a scream, but more like a moan of an ancient horror being opened from some sort of void. And clinking of glassware. And the smell of alcohol. But so far, despite reading that out loud, there is no sign of the bartender.
I gotta say, this is not the best fanfic you've read.
No. There's got to be something better. Where did this come from? Claudia, where did this come from?
It was behind the bar.
Okay.
But you know what, Polly, it might be the lyrics to an award-winning country song.
Malibu.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
Malibu hops down and takes it over there to Polly.
Polly's gonna fold it up and stick it down in her cleavage.
Okay.
We'll just save that for later.
Okay.
I will not make Fandingo roll for a stiffy. I'm not that cruel.
I mean, he's still kind of half chub from earlier, so
Well, in that case, I'm going back to my bar stool and drink my drink some more.
he does avert his eyes a little.
Oh my god. The universe quakes slightly as Fandingo has averted his eyes to avoid staring at cleavage. There may be a crack in the universe.
I mean, he averted his eyes and looked at Claudia's ass while he was doing it, so shouldn't screw with the universe too much.
The universe is settling.
She doesn't have much of a chest, but she has a pretty fine ass.
I just noticed that.
Oh god. Elizabeth, you have the note has been read. You are quite flattened by the cider. Elizabeth, what are you doing?
I just lean my elbows on the bar and keep focusing on these ciders, because, all this other stuff going on, whatever.
Do you have herbalism?
I probably think I do.
If you do, please.
I don't have anything on my character sheet that says I do.
But do you think you have herbalism?
I think I do. What do you want me to roll? Medicine?
Medicine or natural nature.
I think I'd have bonuses in nature, but I don't. Haha.
You're such a great ranger.
I'm the best ranger ever.
I love you so much.
I don't remember my past. Who knows what I was? But I got a 21 in medicine.
You do get the taste. There is something medicinal in this cider.
It's not a mild almond flavor, is it?
It is not a mild almond flavor, but it's almost a faintly earthy, mushroomy note.
Oh, shit.
Am I starting to see God?
There's some halos. Let's just put it that way. There's some definite halos around everywhere.
Oh, I'm going to slow down on this. It's one thing to get drunk. It's another thing to start tripping.
You know what?
Very wise decision.
I believe it's time to take Elizabeth to the singing competition.
She is a karaoke queen.
There is a sound of a door swinging.
Swinging's one of my favorite sounds. Let's see what's going on.
Oh dear, it's the weird people.
Where?
Who you calling weird, honey?
Well, hello.
And across the bar, you both see a very busty lady in a pink barmaid's dress with floofy hair going, "Hey, why isn't anyone at the bar? Where's Lisa? Where's Lisa, y'all?"
Lisa and B sitting in a tree. KISSING.
She had somewhere very, very important to go, and, I think that,
Well, she was covering the bar for me.
Sardines with ogres?
She had an
She's making me a drink.
She had an urgent issue with her pussy.
That's what she's doing.
Oh, I hope she's not making the ogre flattener with Biscuit. Biscuit always messes it up. Oh, thank goodness she was watching the bar for me. If anything happens, I could lose my job. Hold on, I'll go help her out. All right, we're at Polly's turn. You have just discovered that all the money you have stolen is Fanny's Fanny on the.
And that's Polly's sister?
Polly's mom.
Polly's mother. Okay.
Yes. So I'm going to follow them into the kitchen and see if I can help.
There seems to be a massive, almost alchemical process of lots of cups and bowls and stuff being mixed, and Lisa is trying to reach something on a tall shelf. Meanwhile, Fanny's like, no. Oh, sorry. This is our kitchen. We'll get your drink ready. Just leave your payment on the bar, and then I'll cash you out. Don't you worry. I got this. It'll actually be good now.
I just wanted to see if I could help.
Oh no. Too many cooks spoil the broth. Just watch out. My sister's about.
What's your sister's name?
Bella DeBall.
Oh, yeah. I heard about her. She's the one with the nice hat, isn't she?
She has a headband. Do I know you? You just seem a little. Did you drink some of the cider before you started talking to me earlier while I was on my break?
I did not a drop. I wanted to make sure Biscuit had his drink first.
Okay. Well, let us get prepping on it. We'll have it out. It'll be just a minute or two more.
All right then.
So leave your cash on the bar.
So Polly's gonna go back out into the bar here. Can Polly do one more thing?
I'll allow it, as long as it's not too intense.
Okay. Well, Polly wants to unfasten her bra and take it off. Out from under her top.
That will take the rest of the round, and I'd like a dexterity check, because doing that in normal circumstances is difficult.
Oh, please.
Polly rolled a 13.
You have become entangled upon thy bra.
Claudia, help me! I'm trying to get you a hat.
What? Oh, it's got ears. All right.
And that's your turn. Fandingo.
I love that the two who aren't drunk are doing this.
Fandingo, this is happening right in front of you. There's a lady having trouble with her bra. But she may be your daughter. What do you do?
goodness. Yeah.
There was also a really hot lady that went in the kitchen.
I'm gonna have to go. I gotta go. I'm gonna go in the kitchen.
You're gonna go in the kitchen.
Yeah.
There's a lovely, lovely busty lady in a pink dress with floofy red hair. Oh, hi.
Well, hello. So I couldn't help but notice the gorgeous kitty that you've got here. Is this
People have always said my pussy is the finest in the whole town.
This is truly a spectacular pussy.
He just loves to be stroked and rubbed, and he's already over the mange, they swear. Doc Turtle said it.
Turtle. Little guy? Shell? Books?
Oh, yeah. He can just talk and talk and talk and talk, but he's the best doctor in the town. He's also a fortune teller, and he can see the future, and he told me my whole destiny was going to change today. I think it's because I'm going to finally enter the singing contest.
You're gonna do what to who?
I'm going to finally enter the singing contest so I can impress my daddy.
Well, I'm a singer of some renown myself. Why don't you and I head off into one of the better rooms here, and you can see about impressing me with your talents, and I'll let you know probably what, your daddy will think about it.
Well, I would love to, but I promised my sister that I would finish my shift today. And a promise is a promise. And I also have to make this drink. It's really difficult. It's going to take a few minutes more. And then I got to cash out the bar and turn in my take because I need this job so much. I'll be absolutely ruined if anything happens. But I had a good day. I got like 11 gold, and I'm going to get a 12th one with this. And I had a ton of silver. And then I got that dagger given to me by that weird tiefling guy. But I'm sure it's fine.
Dagger from a tiefling, huh?
I think that's what it was, or maybe he was a tealing. I don't know. He was really interesting. Just like you. I bet you could be real interesting. What was your name?
My name is Fandingo the Fantastical. You've probably heard of me.
I haven't, but I have now.
Huh. You sure you haven't heard of me? I'm kind of famous.
I'd love to hear about it, but...
Well, how about this? You stay here and finish making the drink with your friend and your pussy, and I'll go watch the bar for you while these untrustworthy reprobates are out in the bar, and then we'll go and you and I can go practice your debut for the singing contest.
I'd like that a lot. But I have to do a bunch of stuff for my sister, and as long as she's watching my back, I can't be seen around a fellow like you. Oh, if only somebody could distract her for just one afternoon so I could finally practice my singing and impressing the men folk. And she comes up and puts a finger, like runs it down your chest. Do you know anyone who could take care of my sister?
Yes, I do.
You'd be my hero, and I make sure all my heroes are rewarded.
I got you, boo. And I'll boop her on the nose and walk back out into the bar.
He's so dreamy. All right.
Somebody needs to take one for the team and fuck the paladin.
Is there a kitty involved?
At least two, given the makeup of this party.
Hang on a second.
Okay.
Can we huddle up for a second? Polly, hold up your fingers and show me if they're turning transparent.
Okay.
All right.
Hands.
All right. If we mess with the timeline, let's see here. So we have to distract Bella so he can get with Fanny, so we can make sure that Polly is still eventually born. So that means, okay.
This is my sacred destiny.
Fandingo, roll a perception check to see if you hear any of that.
She did kind of whisper.
12.
You
No, not at all. My
All right.
mind is
There were
firmly
titties
on
involved.
Fanny's cleavage.
Do I need?
It
Do I
wasn't
need
about
to?
pussies.
Do I need to return any of this bar money to distract Bella, or can I still keep it?
I guess you may as well keep it.
All right, I'll go fuck her.
I like this one.
Do you want my bra hat first?
Oh yeah, I do.
Okay.
Hell yes.
So Polly's gonna put Claudia's little hat on, just kind of
I
tie it
got
under her chin.
boob ears.
And again, I point out that all of this going on is not the drunk people.
Let me
The drunk
me see
people
if
are
I have
behaving
this.
themselves.
DM needs to clarify. You are putting Polly's bra. Who actually got the bra off? Did Fandingo help or?
No,
No.
Fandingo ran to the kitchen.
Okay.
Claudia-
No, I think Claudia
helped.
Okay, Claudia has removed Polly's bra, which had the note in it, and has put the bra with the note on her head to go seduce a paladin so that Fandingo can get with a barmaid. Am I missing anything?
So Polly can
We
be
also
born.
robbed the bar.
They're trying to save
And
the
you have
timeline,
robbed
damn
the
it.
bar. Well then, Claudia,
Hmm?
you're lucky. The door to the back has opened. What is going on here?
Look at that magnificent hat.
It's more like a headband with little wings on it.
So I can wear it and the new hat from Polly. The boob
I
hat.
mean, it might be too many accessories, but who are we to judge?
This is the Lady of Layers.
It's fine.
Claudia's gonna sidle up to Bella and say, you know what, I'm a terrible sinner. And I've heard that you have this property where you can lay hands. I was wondering if you have the time and the goodness in your heart to help out a person who is lost, and that is me.
Do you wish to know the wonders of Torak?
Absolutely.
And learn how to bring justice and honor and righteous construction to the whole land?
Yes, but I don't want to do it in front of these other people because it's a very personal matter to me.
Oh, that's fine. We can take you to the temple, and I
Sure.
will show you the wonder of my warhammer.
I didn't know you swung that way, but absolutely.
I swing my hammer wherever it is needed. I am happy to help a genuine soul. Please make a bullshitting check. I think that's also known as persuasion.
Are you ready?
Or
Do
deception.
you really wish to Are you
This-
sure you really
Oh, wait a
wish
minute,
to
wait a minute.
repent?
Hold on a second. How about
Ah,
this?
There you
we
go.
go.
Claudia rolls a 21 deception.
You seem so lost and confused. Of course, I'll be happy. Come with me. I always have time to save a sinner. Let me tell you more of the righteousness of Twarak and our champions. Although there has been some weird disturbance, like someone has taken his name in vain, but I will find him and I will kill him myself. Come on, let's go. I can keep you occupied all afternoon.
Excellent. Claudia's gonna do the finger wave at her friends on the way out.
Bye!
And as you do that, Polly turns translucent. Dun, dun, dun!
Oh, shit.
Oh no!
And with that, I think we're done for this week.
Fuck a duck.
I mean, I was
No.
translucent for like a month once. It's not that bad.
Do cats
Polly
like translucent people?
Has faded from corporality.
No,
What could it
no.
possibly mean?
Man, I shouldn't have given up that bra.
Let me teach you this song. It's called Johnny Be Good.
Yeah, right?
Brings the fucking house down every time.
So, will they discover exactly what's gone wrong? Will they ever get the drink? Will anyone think, what the heck is going on with that love letter from B? All that and more on our next episode of Days of Our Adventurers' Lives. Insert cheesy music. So, I guess even though our adventures are done for today, I think we need to have some questions from our darling fans. Do we have questions, Emily?
We do have questions, and if you have a question for us in the future, you can post it on Facebook at facebook.com/authorsanddragons, or you can join Patreon and hop the line by asking on Discord. So tonight we have a small handful of questions. Let's start with Franca asks, if you were gods, what offerings would it take to summon you, to bind you, and to dispel you? And where would you store your secret immortal soul from detection?
I mean, summoning me is easy. You just have to start talking about baking or cooking, or ask, what should I make for dinner? Boom, I just show up. That's my shtick. And to bind me, you just have to give me some Earl Grey tea. To banish me, the smell of anything ranch will drive me from the room. So that one's quite easy. Like, if you ever need to get rid of me and you're sick of me, just open a bag of Cool Ranch Doritos. I will vacate instantly.
Is it an allergy, or do you just hate them?
The smell makes me instantly nauseous. Like, it's not controllable. I once was in like a Penzeys spice store. Someone opened a jar of ranch seasoning, and I barely made it to the bathroom and threw up.
Oh.
It's pretty awful. Except the only other thing that does that to me is the smell of artificial cherry, but only when I'm pregnant. So it's better than a pregnancy test for R.E. Carr, is if artificial cherry makes me vomit.
I also hate artificial cherry, but it's like from having to take cough syrup when I was little.
I had to take a lot of cough syrup too.
Yep.
Damn lungs. We would ask Melissa at this point, but she has faded from reality. So, who's up next?
Where would you store your secret immortal soul from detection, though?
Of course, I'm not going to tell that on camera. Duh.
Okay. Yeah, so, I mean, my first thought is, Ray, if someone asks you if you're a god.
You say yes.
For me, to summon me, I think any kind of, like, decent chocolate, you know. Not the nasty stuff, not the really cheapo stuff, but decent chocolate. You can summon me. You can bind me with ice cream. You can dispel me with bad color combinations. It really annoys me. I can't stand gaudy, nasty color combinations.
I will never dress in front of you.
And I personally would store my secret immortal soul in a Coke can. So there you go.
Itty bitty living space. What about you, Misty?
Well, okay. So for years and years, I was a belly dancer. And I remember once I was at a show with several other ladies in my troupe, and we were there. It was one of these things where we were dancing for the audience, but there were also food vendors and all kinds of different gift vendors happening in the same place, big sort of deal. and we had just finished a show, and we were walking back to our dressing room, and as we were walking, we walked past a table that was loaded with all kinds of glitter makeup, and as a man, 9 belly dancers' heads all turned to the right at the exact same time to look at this table. And so I think that what would summon me is definitely glitter makeup, because I've seen it happen already. What would bind me is probably hard lemonade and sunshine, because you give me a hard lemonade and put me on the beach and I'm staying for the day. And if you want to get rid of me, send me shrieking into the night, tell me that I have to mow the lawn, and I will disappear. I will vanish so fast you won't even know I was there. And the immortal soul thing, my husband and I have actually talked about this from time to time. I'm pretty sure that I would put mine somewhere like in the cushions of my couch, or like stick it to the bottom of a can of soup that's been in my pantry for 2 years too long. Somewhere that nobody's really going to look.
Nice.
Yeah.
As for
You
me,
have the answer too.
I think to summon me, it would be like cake, but surprisingly not chocolate cake. I really like vanilla or white cake. To bind me, it would probably be my blanket and pillow, because I would just, I could pretty much go there right now. To dispel me, any kind of stinky cheese. Cheese is bad enough for me because I'm non-dairy, but if it's a really pungent cheese, I'm out of there. And to store my soul, you could just put it in the reference section of a library, probably.
There you go.
Yeah. I am pretty much a ghost in Ghostbusters.
Well, we've also got Ghost Melissa would probably be summoned by a cat, bound by petting the cat, and immediately banished when the cat disappears. Can everyone agree?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Sorry, Ghost Melissa.
Meanwhile, I hope Emily understands when I first meet her in person and I yell, "Get her!"
I love that movie so much.
I do too. You know what we should do? Since this whole, Calamity Jane started from Steve's hatred of Ghostbusters 2016, we should probably have some kind of viewing party.
Like an at the movies with just the Calamity Janes and
Yeah.
Ghostbusters. Oh yeah, because
Maybe a double feature, like 2-parter.
So we can see the one we all like.
Yeah, original, and then, the one that he hates.
We should do that before Afterlife, but we should make Steve has to join the Calamity Janes for Ghostbusters 2016.
So we can just watch him cringe.
Yeah.
I don't know the story. We came about because Steve hates that movie?
Yes.
Okay. Tell the story real quick.
So do you know that they remade Ghostbusters
Yes.
in 2016 with an all-female cast, right?
Yes. I wasn't a fan, but I don't hate it.
Except for Hemsworth. So we'll make Steve get our coffee and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was very against the idea that they remade a wonderful movie just to flip the gender, and without improving on it, and I guess every scene was a accumulation of his hatred of what they had done to it. So that's pretty much the story. And then we were like, as a funny joke, we should just do the A&D podcast with an all-female cast.
But not him. Just all of us show up and play the various roles, and then we came up with the better idea of being their nemesi, whatever the plural of nemesis is. So that's how y'all got recruited, because Emily and I had an idea. And I was crazy enough to act on it.
Right?
It's always dangerous to let women think.
Ain't that the truth? Soon we'll be reading and then writing books. Oh.
And dancing.
I showed my ankles in public today. I tell you.
Ooh.
I'm a slut.
Yeah.
Emily.
Yeah, let's move on.
That's the soundbite right there.
Zach of All Trades asks, how many total books have you published? And which one are you the most proud of? And he says, whispers, which one is your secret shame? And while I'm waiting for you guys to tally up your books, I did a tally of my own. And I've got, 5 Josie Tuckers, 3 high fantasy, 1 rom-com. If we're counting Shingles, I have 2 of those. 2 A&D Origin. Those are novellas, I guess. I'll count them anyway. And then 1 more mystery coming out from Falstaff really soon. So I think that is 5, carry the 1, 14. And, yeah. And
Dang.
the one I'm most proud of, I guess the secret shame and the most proud of are probably the same book, which is the first Josie Tucker, because the very first version of it is no longer in existence, and I totally, had it re-edited and rewrote it. So the first, if anybody out there has that first copy, that I'm totally ashamed of the things that I later went back and fixed, and then I became most proud of it.
Note to self: sell that really expensive collector's copy on eBay, y'all. Can't believe you have 1 more book than me, Emily. I'm shocked.
Do I?
Well,
But yours probably each have double the amount of words of mine.
All right, I like big books, and I won't lie. I do have a 155,000 word book.
Youch.
Yeah, it's a chunkus. But
You
yeah,
are Drew Hayes.
I am and funnily enough, I'm the DM. So it's just, if
That's
you
true.
write the longest books, you have to dungeon master. But yeah, I have 13 books out now. I have a 14th coming. That's the Accidental Summoner from Falstaff Books, which I wrote like 7,000 words on it today, which is insane. Which might be why I'm so loopy right now. But yeah, I have 13 books. My greatest achievement, I think, is probably the download, because it took 15 years to write. And even though it was the 3rd book I ever published, it was, well, before. The funny story is I have more books than I've ever published, and that's where my secret shame will come in. But the download said it took me 15 years to finish it. I wrote my own language. I invented all these tribes and dialects, and basically I think I made my audiobook narrator cry, because it took 4.5 hours of me having to work with her before the book started, and I had to record for the publisher all the words that I made up because they don't exist in the reference. I mean, this is also the book where I had to argue on the internet how things should be pronounced, so I kind of expected it. But no, I'm really proud of that book because I built the whole world from scratch. It's not an urban fantasy, it's an actual science fiction. And my secret shame is my high fantasy that will never see the light of day that I wrote when I was 16 years old. And it's basically just D&D porn, and it's probably like there are some people who knew me when I was like 16 or 17 years old who have read this book and may have a copy that I hand wrote on notebook paper and made photocopies for people. So if anyone has The First Adventure, that's literally the name of the book because I am the world's least creative book namer. That is my secret shame. And
So wait a minute. When you say D&D porn, you don't mean like porn, do you?
oh no, because we all know I go plaid and
yeah,
giggle.
I was gonna say, wait a minute. This
But
is
it's
a different
just
Rachel.
it's quite derivative Dungeons and Dragons, Margaret Weiss and Tracy Hickman-esque. It's not. I mean, I did make up my own world and all that, and my own language again. I guess I have a tendency to do that, but it's basically D&D fanfic. But I may or may not take one character out of it and sneak it into another book that I'm writing with Miss Emily, so that one character will live on from the secret shame of R.E. Carr. Dun dun dun.
Well, I'm going to jump in real quick because I know Sue has more books than me, and so I can just kind of slide in and not be noticed. But I have 1 novel published. Next year that answer will be different, but right now I have 1 novel published, Mad Kestrel. And it is the one I'm most proud of because I finished it, so yay. I have I've edited 2 anthologies, one of which has a story of mine in it, and then one doesn't, that are the Weird Westerns. And then I have stories in 6 other anthologies from different publishers. And I have I don't know if you call it an anthology when there's just 4 stories in it, but I have a book of 4 novella-length stories that take place in Kestrel's world called Kestrel's Voyages that is available only through Kindle on Amazon. But it is available. Go buy it, people. So, but my secret shame is kind of like yours. It's actually 4 notebook pages written in pencil from when I was 9. It's Wild Wild West fan fiction, but there was no such thing as fan fiction back then.
But you made it.
But I invented fan fiction, people. Because it's 4 really horrendous pages of fan fiction about Jim West and Artemis Gordon having to hunt for a beautiful young jewel thief called the Fox. I think it was just the Fox, and of course she looked just like me. It was the craziest thing. But
I bet it's adorable.
It probably is, but no human being other than me will ever see it again, because I've got it, I know where it is, and I keep it because otherwise I'm afraid somebody will see it. So it is in a secret place in my house.
Maybe that's where
Although
your
not
soul
the same
is
place
bound.
as nope, not the same place where my soul is. So don't even come in my house, start digging in the couch, because the fanfic is not there.
All right.
And Sue.
Sue, make us all feel shame for how many books you have.
With a quick count, I think the answer is 21.
Holy moly.
They're all very short. They're all very, very short. The longest is like in the 60 to 70,000 range, and then I have a lot of novellas in there. This question has certainly put me in touch with how little shame I have. Even if I go back into, well, what about the stuff that I've never published or wouldn't consider publishing? I have like no shame. But when I looked at the list to count them up, I was like, oh, there's one I should be ashamed of. So I'll mention that one. And if you haven't stayed tuned to the Sue London Twitter profile, then back in, does anybody remember the 30 to 50 feral hogs thing? Yes. So when 30 to 50 feral hogs happened, I started teasing that, like, who's gonna do, a fast Kindle, like, erotica to capitalize on this drama. And I wasn't seeing where anyone was doing it. It was like, fine, if you people challenge me to it, I'll do it. And so I backed myself into a corner where I wrote something called Feral Hog. And it's very
hilarious.
Short. It is hilarious. It's very short. But it's adorable. I actually ended up really liking the story myself. So, yes, it's called Feral Hog, a 30 to 50 shifter romance from the Another Damn Shifter series, book 1. So I also talked one of my buddies into... so Ellen Mint also has a book in this series. So, yeah, not only did I do it to myself, I did it to a friend as well.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's
Emily needs to
fantastic.
get in on this.
That's
Yeah,
right.
right?
Put
Is that
a
still
novella in the Another Damn Shifter series.
I'm writing this down right now.
I'm just kind of bowing at you from afar.
Who is our hero?
I know.
It's I mean, there's so much stuff that I should be ashamed of. Like, I was writing Star Trek fanfic back in the day. I like so much stuff. There's so many things that maybe I should be ashamed of, but I'm not. I entertain myself with my writing endlessly. I'm never ashamed.
So what's your favorite of all your babies?
I would say that, I mean, from a personal perspective, right? That's really hard to say. But the one I'm probably proudest of, the baby I'm proudest of, is Trials of Artemis, just because it's done so well and everybody loves it so much and they love those characters. So definitely Trials of Artemis. So
Awesome. Well, what do you think? Do we have time for one more quick question?
We can do a quickie. We always have time for a quickie.
Okay, here we go. Yume Kitsune asks, what is a song that will just magically pop into your head and be stuck there for the day, unsolicited?
Oh god. Which song doesn't? Everyone should know what this is. It's Motherfucking Safety Dance by Men Without Hats.
I love Safety Dance.
Oh, yeah.
But it gets stuck in my head, and it's in it now. Oh god, it's in it now. Stop.
You can dance if you want to.
Really round.
The Kesha one. Okay. Yeah, that's my confession.
love the
Go
Safety
forth.
Dance.
It's stuck in my head now.
One of my big ones is Walking on Sunshine.
Oh, nice.
Every time I take one of those, what's your theme song quizzes, that always comes up. So now it's actually my husband's ringtone for me.
Misty?
I don't remember where this song came from, but for the last couple of weeks, this song I've been hearing it in my dreams. I wake up with it, and there's only one way to get rid of it. But I think it was originally a Kodak commercial, and it's something like something about yesterday you wake up and time has slipped away. That doesn't sound familiar to you. I think it was a Kodak commercial years and years ago when I was young.
I don't
But,
know that song, but I'm totally charmed that you sang for us.
Yeah, I'm like lifting up my virtual lighter to you, Misty.
I was like, whoa, that was nice.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Well, the only way to get rid of it is to sing a different song in my head, and the only song that will work is the theme song, the closing theme song to Cowboy Bebop, the Real Folk Blues.
Oh, wow.
Can we have a
And
shout
only
out
if
for
I sing
John
it in-
Cho? Like, just real quick. Thirst moment, John Cho in the new live action.
I would shout, but I can't breathe.
The vapors! Emily, what's your song while we all pant?
Yeah, I think some of you may know this, but this comes into my head when I'm sick, when I'm stressed out, when I can't sleep. And it is Hit Me Baby One More Time.
Oh my god, and you get it stuck in my head!
It's horrifying. I don't like that song. It just, there it is.
You've managed to get the safety dance out of my head.
Sometimes actively disliking it makes the song virus worse. Like,
Yes.
it just, it really gets stuck in there.
Have you ever
Okay, and-
we started singing Toto's Africa? Anyone?
Oh, I love that song.
Yeah, do you do the thing where, like, you're wandering the house and all of a sudden you realize you're singing a song and then you think about it and you realize, like, actually you're telling yourself something about how your mood is because of what you're singing?
Has anyone
Baby,
ever,
baby,
like,
one more
randomly
time.
sung a Journey song and then have somebody respond in a work cafeteria?
Oh, that's nice.
I haven't, but most of my friends would do that at work, so, like, maybe I should just start trying that.
You should try it. It happened to me. I walked into an episode, like, where the musical demon was taking over.
Wow. You know what? If we ever go back into the office, we have open work. What do they call it? Open cubicles where I'm working.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna try that.
If you do it with what's the Journey song?
Don't Stop Believing.
Yeah, Don't Stop
That
Believing.
is the
That's
only
the
song
one.
it works for. If you just start randomly singing it, the chances of someone singing it back, I think, are higher than just about any song.
Once upon a time, I was, again, dancing. I was dancing in a show, and the theme was the 80s, so everybody had danced to songs from the 80s. And the last two people that were dancing to that song, and we had all learned a little 16 beat combination so that everybody in the show could join them as the finishing, the big finale kind of thing. And so they danced to the first half of the song, and they hit the first chorus, and we were all in the wings, and everybody there was singing that song at the top of our bloody lungs. It was hilarious.
That's amazing. I think that's
It
like
was.
the
It was
most
great.
uplifting image. I don't think we can top that. What do you think, Ghost Melissa?
She said yes.
Yep.
I think she meowed.
I think she meowed. Alrighty then. Wow, these were some great questions this week. I hope we get more for next time. Thanks everyone for coming out, and let's stay tuned for next week and see how we can torture Polly. Bye!
Bye!
Authors and Dragons is brought to you under a Creative Commons license, meaning you are free to share this material so long as credit is given to those who created it, which is us, the people you just heard play the game. Opening and closing themes performed by the Gore Core 4.
Authors and Dragons! Authors and Dragons!
I banged your mom.